RC-1138, aka Boss, was a Republic commando in the Elite Delta Squad, a team of clone commanders dispatched to handle the most dangerous missions for the Republic. Hello and welcome to the Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Star Wars The Black Series and the Gaming Greats and the game Star Wars Republic Commando RC-1138 Boss. Now this is the first time we're having a Republic Commando on the shelf in the clone sort of forms, and it's really nice to start getting Delta Squad. This guy actually comes on the same body as Hunter from the Bad Batch. Almost forgot his name. So it is kind of the same body and all that on there, so kind of be prepared. However, I really liked that body and I couldn't wait for them, and I kind of had an inkling that they would bring these out in that time as well. So I'm quite glad they have gone down this route. On the side we have got Boss again, with him looking pretty nice and proud there with his blaster. On the back, same picture again, is number 7 in the Gaming Greats line and with his bio. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister pack, no hidden accessories away, although that gun was slightly hidden with the giant sticker of the Gaming Greats. So we're just going to take him out for his first impressions before taking away for his review. Yeah, the plastic, the actual figure itself feels really light, it feels quite fake in a way, it just feels really weird. But I'm going away, take his pictures. I always wanted to see if he had a removable head for some reason, just I thought he did. Anyway, we're taking some pictures and we'll see you in a moment. So here he is, we've been away, we've taken his photos, and yeah, I actually really like this figure. I mean, we are a bit of a clone enthusiast channel, we do all the customs, we do all the bootlegs and etc as well, and the releases. So I actually generally like it. This guy gets a lot of stick online, especially on Instagram and stuff, where people are thinking, oh, he's too skinny, he's not, you know, he should be a lot bulkier than that. But Hasbro did the effort, they did do the Bad Batch, and Hunter is a Republic Commando body, so yeah, they would repaint it, and now it sits in situ, is the same size, it's not resculpted, he's a Republic Commando armour. So here's another one in a different colour. If they went and changed him and made him more bulkier, then I would go back and I want my Hunter to be a little bit more bulkier, you know. So now they're all going to fit in line, all in uniform, which is fantastic. And I actually loved this body on Hunter. It's got all the articulation that you need, so it's really cool. But I can understand, you know, I can understand it's not as bulky, but if you're going bulkier, you're going to lose out on the articulation, and I rather have articulation on my Black Series figures, that's for sure. So anyway, it comes with 2 accessories, and the first accessory is this Republic Commando blaster, done in a nice gunmetal grey. You've got all the details on there. Again, it is the same as Hunter's, and it is a little bit too short. I would rather it to be this a little bit more chunkier. Just when you actually make him hold it with 2 hands, you can't really get in a gun hold pose with it. It's sort of like it has to hold it quite close to his chest in a way, so you can't really get that kind of sort of really good sort of like aiming sort of shooting on there. So he normally has to hold it at a distance and use it a bit more like a pistol if you want it kind of a bit further away from his body. Taking that away, there's no actual place to store it, there's no connection at all on the gun or on a holster or anything like that, so we're just going to have to leave that. The other accessory it comes with is the backpack, and this is kind of one bit, so I just think it's a little bit let down. I think it lets down the figure completely, to be honest. The actual paint that's put on there, it just looks very kind of cheaply applied, just like a one coat spray over the top of it, and it just looks a little bit odd. It needs weathering up, it needs something extra to it, so I think I will be doing an upgrade a little bit further down the line to it. It just doesn't look right. And the character itself has actually got a whole milky look over the top of it. It's not actually crisp white, so the orange feels like it looks like it sort of bleeds into the white in a way. But the actual backpack's connected with a T-junction kind of joint there, and it just plugs in the back, and it's not going to fall off anytime soon, which is pretty cool, and it doesn't hinder any articulation on there. And with that, the articulation on this guy is good. You know, it is the Hunter body again, as I said, you know, and I was really chuffed with when that came out. So head wise, we got left, we got right. He can look down, he can look up. We've got lower neck movement, we've got upper head movement as well, and he has a little bit of that swagger in there. Inside, there is no Tamara Morrison head, and the pin goes straight up into the side of the helmet. Arm, we've got full rotation all the way around. We can't go all the way around because it's hindered by the shoulder pads, and if heat gets to these bad boys, these stick up like butterfly wings. Arm can come up this far. We have rotation at the elbow. We have a single elbow joint here. We go up on the wrist with a hinge. Abs, we can turn left and right. He can go down this far and goes back really nicely. Legs, this far apart, back, forward, upper thigh rotation, knee rotation, single knee joint that comes up this far, and then the rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So yeah, really, really nice articulation. You can get him on all those sort of poses that you need for him to pose about in pictures or any kind of sort of scenery that you want to put up, and it's really cool. But really going through his, well, what really kind of brings this guy a little bit different from all the rest is obviously his aesthetic look, and we have a New Republic Commando moulded helmet. And yeah, it looks alright. I think the head part up here, where it kind of looks like a helmet on top of a clone trooper head, it just looks a little bit too robust at the top here. Like compared to, I have seen custom ones to it, and yeah, sometimes the helmet does look a little bit better. But I think they enlarged this guy because to combine with the body. But yeah, it looks alright. It's got all the paint applications on there, the silver parts, silver tips here. We've got this kind of icon logo out the back here, going around. These bits are painted on the inside, and all the details there. The visor itself might need a little bit more kind of a bit of paint extra on there, just to make it so it actually looks like it's illuminated. But the gloss blue is pretty cool. I do actually quite like it. It's really quite nice. But what I might actually do is the same way that we've done with the Iron Man figure, just painted it with a little bit of white and an extra bit of light blue in there, just to make it look like it's kind of like illuminated. But again, we've got all these extra details that are painted. We've got the sort of weathering mark of here, of the orange coming around, and the dots on the side. I do think these dots seem a little bit too low on the side here, but I need to go through my reference looks. But yeah, nonetheless, we've got kind of like silver sort of scratching and stuff on the side. Got it all the weathers on the pauldron and bits around on the back as well, and silver here. And then we have this bit missing because on Hunter there is a knife bit that's situated into his arm. So obviously that's the plug part on there, so they haven't plugged it up, and it's the same way as when we got the Venom as well, like he had holes on the top of his shoulder, so I guess there's something we could do with that. Down here on the hands we've got more orange around on here, down to the legs, more scuffed, more weathering, and all the way down to here. But if you get closer you can actually see all those nooks and crannies and scratches all over the actual armour itself, so it's looking pretty good. So you just see all those extra little dents and marks all in the armour. So yeah, really quite chuffed with this guy. You know, it's the gaming greats again though, isn't it? It's like $26.99 premium prices and stuff like that, which is really annoying because like they keep bringing them out and we just keep getting more. So yeah, nonetheless, I'm kind of excited to get more Republic Commandos. Whether or not we get Scorch in a Bad Batch box or we get Scorch in a gaming greats, I'm not too sure, as he did appear in the Bad Batch. So what do you guys think of these guys? Do you think they're good? Do you think that Hasbro are lazy? Or do you think like it's better to have these guys like fall in line? Because Hunter was good. We received him really well. And it's a brilliant body. And these guys just look a little bit too skinny. But, you know, they do wear the same armour. So to me, it's correct. So let me know your comments down below. You can subscribe. You can ding the bell. You can follow me on Instagram. It's in the description down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.